Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Hbar holders. Let's take a look at what's happening with the Hbar price as we are going into Monday morning. As we know, here in North America, it's a long weekend, so of course, the markets are going to be closed. But let's really understand, what's really happening, because as far as the broader market is concerned, you can see for yourself we're seeing an amazing day. And I'm sure if you did watch my market analysis update or some of the updates that I did publish yesterday, you guys know what's happening at this point. Donald Trump pretty much coming and easing the tone itself, regarding the tariff announcement that flushed the broader market. But yeah, you're seeing the crypto market really rebounding quite fast. And going into Monday morning, obviously still a weekend. CME futures are closed, but so far, the market is looking really good right now, especially to the people that bought the dip over the course of the last 2 to 3 days. Saw one of the best returns in such a short span of time. But let's take a closer look and see what's happening. If we're looking across the board, of course, a lot of green. HBAR price up 9% in USD, up 5.5% in Bitcoin comparative. Price slowly but surely creeping back to where it was prior to this retracement, which is very impressive to say the least. Now, price of HBAR 18.7 cents right now. Valuation approaching 8 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about 330 million. As always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So, of course, since Donald Trump, tweeted that, you could pretty much see this for yourself. The dominance has been pulling down, and we're retesting some of the levels we were pretty much at prior to this major move towards the upside. And with the way things are moving right now, it's starting to look very, very interesting. Again, so much of the people got liquidated. Huge $20 billion almost worth of liquidation in the crypto markets, the biggest liquidation that we've seen by far. And yet you're seeing the price of a lot of altcoins, pushing up to closer to where they were prior to the retracement, which is insane to think about. Again, obviously, we know at this point, I've been sharing my personal thoughts with you guys as to what I think is happening. I think, this major retracement that we did see was mainly manipulation to shake out the weak hands. And that did end up happening. And now you're seeing the market, pushing back up, which is going to be very interesting to see here. If you're looking at Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin is sitting above obviously our confirmation at $115,000. We actually came up to $116,000, and we did see a huge liquidation occurring. That was the target. I talked about you guys yesterday about like how $6 billion worth of shorts will be liquidated once Bitcoin crosses 116. We briefly touched 116. I do believe some of that position did get liquidated, but not all of it, because the price of Bitcoin did not pass the 116, even though we retested it. But so far so good. A little bit of a correction, but the way things are looking, specifically the dominance and the way Bitcoin is currently looking, going into obviously Monday morning, it's looking amazing right now. And again, we want to see Bitcoin pushing above 117. That would be very interesting. But let's kind of take our focus back to HBAR here. So as you can see for yourself, HBAR price is currently sitting at 18.7 cents, and we're literally super, super close to, where we were, just about a 13% move towards the upside. And we pretty much reclaimed back to, where we were just a few days back. So HBAR, is going to, I believe, shock a lot of people. Yes, the hindsight, conversation always takes place. Oh, I wish I got in here, this and that, yada yada yada. But as we know, this specific wick down to the 7.7 cents, not everyone was able to get in, and I think it's probably 1% or even less that were able to somehow get in, because a lot of centralized exchanges completely crashed during this major retracement that we did see, which was a flash crash, of course. But again, the 15.5 cents, people had a nice opportunity to accumulate around that range. And again, if you picked up some HBAR around that price point, we're looking at an increase of about 22.4%. So again, a great entry for some people there, especially to the people that believe in HBAR long term. And you could see with the way things are picking up right now, the next target remains to be, the 20.5 cent. Psychologically, psychological level, of course. And we were retesting that support line a few days back, of course, and breaking back above that takes us into the 61.8. Pretty much as to where we were before we left, and that's where I think altcoin mania kicks in. Again, a lot of people are forgetting that October, it's still a long month. It's not going to be done just yet. There's still a lot of time left. And believe it or not, Bitcoin could still, end up doing something quite well. Of course, I did say, that we kind of have to wait for like China's announcement to come out. But again, we saw some news coming out yesterday that, both countries are, willing to, kind of negotiate and make things better, which of course has, brought in a lot of excitement. But again, still pay very close attention to Bitcoin. Obviously Hbar is looking amazing right now. Obviously, if we were able to break out of the key resistance, which we actually retested at 18.8 cents just a few hours ago, we got rejected because, of course, this is a resistance. Breaking above here takes us back up to 20.5 cents. The next wave for Hbar would be back to where we are, and then I think this time around you could really see things start heating up. And believe it or not, a lot of retail interest. The retail that was sidelined are paying attention to crypto again. And I did say, during the market analysis update the day of the pullback, the retail does not have that much capital left anymore. Even the ones that have been sidelined, maybe that is due to meme coins. Again, this is a very, very weird cycle in my opinion. Again, a lot happened, like as far as history is concerned, a lot did end up happening, but it is a very strange cycle that we're in right now. But as far as Hbar is concerned, very, very impressive with the way things are going right now. Again, target is to break above 18.8 to 18.9 cents to be exact. Breaking above here, I think, pretty much opens the door for us to get back above 20 cents. So again, I got to take it one step at a time. I'm going to obviously keep you guys covered. Keep an eye out on Bitcoin still. Love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for your support. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX and peace.